Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades 2, baby. She back again. Mic hot, crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shade walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section, she call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view.
Late night with Shay.
She say what she want, and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I let in, back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want, and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line, and somebody hurt. Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right, yeah, late night with shade.
Late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else you feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night with Shay. On Shay's tube, she back again.
It's late night with Shay.
Yeah, she say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Yeah.
What's up, you guys? Welcome to Shades Tube Late Night Owls Talk Time, the place to get the real facts and no fake mess over here, you guys. Happy and blessed Tuesday, and I hope you guys had a beautiful Monday. If you are affected by the ice storm, I hope you guys are staying safe, warm, and, blessed, all right? And thank you guys again so much for being here. Welcome to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watched us in the replay over here in the chat. We got Jermaine in the place to be. Thank you, Jermaine, for being here. All right, let's go ahead and get that copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances made for fair use, such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in the description area, and part of it is from across that screen. Guys, if you enjoyed this content tonight, make sure you thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, share, and leave a comment. And if you want to show additional support for this channel, feel free to do super stickers, super chat, cash app donation at $Shades2, or copy yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Thanks to all who have donated so far, and I do appreciate you guys. All right. So tonight, guys, we are going to be talking about Timothy Busfield. Y'all, they just got some more information on him, and they said it does not look good. So we're going to be talking about that tonight. And then I'll give you guys like 2 or 3 breaking news, and that will be it. So go get you something to drink in a relaxing bed. If you are at work, continue to do your job, or watch or listen to me download. And let's go ahead and get started with this live. Let me put my music on in the back and everything else, and we are getting ready to get this show kicking. All right, let's go ahead and get that music on real quick. Excuse me. Let's put Let's turn it down. Something's too loud, y'all. And let's put the banner up too. All right, so let's go ahead and dive right into this, okay? Thank you, Jermaine. All right, let's go ahead and dive right into this, guys. We're going to try to get out of here in like in 30 to 35 minutes, okay? Because I'm kind of late tonight and I'm getting tired. So we're just going to go ahead and do this real quick and get this over with. Make sure y'all check out my news reaction that came on earlier today. And I was talking about Neo Langston, who is David's, the singer, the one who is, they're looking into, the one who Celeste Rivers' body, her body was in his car. That's what I'm talking about. So I was talking about his friend got arrested last Thursday. So check out that video. It's pretty quick. So check that out, okay? All right. So anyway, let me get this news article real quick. So they claim they have some information on Timothy Busfield's past, okay? So let's first recap everything that we know so far about him. Okay, so anyway, we already know that he turned himself into New Mexico police to face the child X abuse charges. He was also incarcerated, then he got out on his bond bail, and he's out of jail right now, okay? Anyway, they said the scandal isn't the first time the star has been accused of being a predator. So as we know, last month, an arrest warrant was issued for 68-year-old Busfield, alleging he engaged in unlawful, conduct with twin boys, now 11, in 2022, while they worked on the director's TV series, The Cleaning Lady. He is charged with 2 counts of criminal sexual contact of a minor and 1 count of child abuse. Okay, this is according to People. Anyway, let's see here. Now, before he surrendered to the police in Albuquerque, the West Wing actor, who has been married to Little House on the Prairie legend Melissa Gilbert since 2013, vowed to confront the horrible lies, and this is according to TMZ. He insisted, "I did not do anything to those little boys, and I'm going to fight it. I'm going to be exonerated. I know I am, because this is all so wrong." Busfield's lawyer maintains there is no evidence of any wrongdoing and claims the children's mother is seeking revenge. Now, according to reports, Busfield told cops that he heard the mom vow to get back at him after the boys were not cast for the show's final season. The attorney also states that Busfield voluntarily submitted to an independent polygraph examination regarding the allegations in past. Now, a New Mexico prosecutor says a Californian father recently reached out to claim that Busfield kissed his then 16-year-old daughter and touched her parts several years ago, and begged the family not to report the incident if he received therapy. And this is according to NBC News. He has not been charged in connection to the California claim, and Busfield's lawyer notes the allegations were never challenged, they were never proved, and they are 25 years old. And there doesn't seem to be any connection between these allegations regarding women 25 years ago and the allegations regarding these young boys. Now, back in 1994, a 17-year-old female extra on Little Big League accused Busfield of plying her with booze and actually assaulting her. No charges were ever filed, and Busfield, who denied the allegations, settled the girl's suit for an undisclosed amount. The actor was also ordered to pay about $150,000 to a Minneapolis law firm after a judge rejected his claim that the legal Eagles fabricated the teen's case against him. And that's according to People magazine. The figure was to reimburse the firm Mercerly and Kramer for the amount it cost to defend itself in a defamation suit filed by Busfield. He later appealed the cost award, and the parties settled the case. And in 2012, a 28-year-old woman accused Busfield of battery, alleging he slipped his hands under her clothes in the LA movie theater, and touched her, you know what, area for 4 minutes. Prosecutors declined to pursue a case, and there was no civil suit. Busfield claimed the encounter was consensual. So those are some past things that they claim this dude has been involved in. Jermaine said the only thing that bothers him is the boys change their stories, right? Because at first they said that he didn't do anything to them. Then all of a sudden, it changed up. And you said, why is it that the parents of these child actors don't watch their children like hawks? I thought that when those kids are under 18, that a parent must be with them at all times. Because when my kids was auditioning, that's what they told me. I had to be there with them the whole time. So, I don't understand how he was able to do anything with these kids if the parents were there supervising everything. But in regarding to all these daggone past claims, I mean, what's up with all these claims? Even though no charges were filed or anything else, but what's up with all this stuff? In 1994, a 17-year-old girl, extra on Little Big League, accused him of plying her with booze and actually assaulting her. Okay, come on now. And then you got, in 2012, a 28-year-old woman accused him of battery, alleging he slipped his hands under her clothes in an LA movie theater and touched her, you know what area, for 4 minutes. But he said that was consensual right there. Okay, right. These were never proven. You're right. And then the one that I told you guys about before, where the 16-year-old girl said that he touched her intimate parts and he begged the family not to report the incident if he received therapy. I mean, even if he did all of these things, why weren't there never any charges filed or anything? Because the thing is, if you know that someone has been in trouble for certain things or they did something to your child, you would think that you would go to the police, right, and report it. Take your child to the doctor, get them an examination, then obviously they're going to call the police. All this little stuff they were just talking about in this article, I don't see anything ever been done about anything that they claim he did. Now, with the other little girl, I think that's a little girl, let's see. Yeah, the 16-year-old, not to report the incident if he goes to therapy. And so he did go to therapy because the dad of the little girl, I guess he was some type of therapist or something. And he had therapy with him. How the heck can you have therapy with the guy How can you give therapy with the dude who was touching on your daughter or your 16-year-old daughter? How can you do that? That's just weird, period. When you take a child to the hospital and you think it's somebody did something to them, I think the hospital have to report that to the police. Okay, I think they have to. Just like if you take a child to the hospital and they think, somebody physically abused them, they call, the police. So I think the hospital calls the police, then as well. I can look it up real quick, but I think so. Let me do this real quick. I think they have to do that. Let me look it up and see real quick. Let me do this real quick. Let's see. Hold on for a minute, you guys. Let me see it. Damn, I can't remember. Okay, I'm typing it in because damn, didn't know what I was talking about. I told you they must report it to the police, okay? By law. Just like child abuse. They have to be reported by law. It is a crime. So yeah. So anytime you take your child to the hospital because you think that child has been raped or actually abused or physically abused, they're gonna call the police. That's why some parents don't take them when they know that they're doing something to their kids. They don't even take them to school because even at the schools, if you notice that a child is being abused in any type of way, or if the child tells you that, you have to call the police by law. That's the only thing about being a teacher. You have to do that because if a child is lying, you still got to call because you don't, you're going by what the child is telling you. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to this other story. Well, I got to find it first. Yeah. Okay, let's get back to the story. So let me read a couple of comments real quick, what people are saying about this. Somebody said too many incidents for him to seem like he's an innocent fellow, charged in court or not. When it comes to things like this, it takes just one other corroboration to show a pattern of behavior to the courts. So now with all kinds of people coming forward, it is safe to say that he has a problem and is most likely guilty. Well, again, I can't say 100%, because we don't know if majority of those things I said were true. The only one that I think is 100% true is that first one because he did go to therapy. Okay. But I don't know, about the other ones because they didn't prove anything in court. They didn't go to court, to the police or anything. And I think one of them was thrown out or something. I can't remember because there was no proof. Yeah, if you know something happened to your child, you're supposed to report it. So that's what I'm saying about that other family, the first one, the one with the 16-year-old. Why would you go ahead and have family therapy with this person who allegedly was touching your daughter in her private areas? I mean, that sounds weird. That sounds very, very weird to me. How can he even give him therapy knowing that this dude just touched on his daughter, his 16-year-old daughter? So you mean to tell me this man agreed to give this man therapy, even knowing that this man was touching on his 16-year-old daughter. That's kind of hard to believe. Another commenter said, I don't believe he did it. He said after hearing about the denial, hearing it for himself, because you can hear the audio, and hearing about the parent threatening to, ruin him, but I also saw an interview with a detective and said they would not have indicted him if they didn't have something. So that's right. Remember let me make sure I don't get these cases mixed up. Let me see. Let me make sure this is the right person I'm talking about. Is this the same case where they took somebody to the hospital and checked them out, or am I getting that mixed up with somebody else? Because there's so many people I'll be talking about. Sometimes I'll get these cases mixed up. Yeah, this is the right one, because he, with the two boys. Okay. So he was arrested because of the two boys. Okay. Remember, the mom or dad took the two twin boys to the hospital. Okay. And when they took them to the hospital, after the hospital examined those boys, that's when they called the police. Okay. So that's why he went to jail, and that's why he's indicted, because they may have, I'm not going to say they have, but they have some type of evidence to support what the claims are. Okay. So that's what he's in trouble for. All this other stuff right here, he's not. It's the two little twin boys, because they took them to the hospital, and the hospital examined the two twin boys, and they obviously think something happened, so they called the police. And that's when they issued a warrant out for his arrest or whatever. And remember, he had to turn himself in, and they was looking for him, but he claimed he was driving back to that location to turn himself in. Yeah. So that's what he was incarcerated for and everything. So let's see what else we got. Somebody said, everyone seems to be judging him. Let's let the actual court decide guilty or not. Come on, people, trust the system. Innocent until proven guilty. So let's see what else they got here. Somebody said he doesn't look like the kind of person who will do such things he's been accused of. If you go by looks, you're going to be messed up, okay? He does look weird in those pictures, okay? Please. Somebody said he was a creep years ago in a Minneapolis bar. A friend was a bartender there. So let's see what else. Somebody said the parents of the boys are known fraudsters. They have ripped many people off. And then another commenter said, who in the hell let someone touch them for 4 minutes, yet alone 1 second? Okay, not getting that one. That's what I was thinking. That's kind of weird. I think this is the 28-year-old woman, right? I think they were at a movie theater in LA, and she claims that he touched her without permission for 4 minutes in that area. But he says that it was consensual. If someone is touching on you in that area, why would you let them touch that area for 4 whole minutes? It would seem like you would stop them immediately, right? As soon as they start putting their hand right there, you would grab their hand and tell them no. You don't let them just put their hand there and start doing all that stuff for 4 minutes, and then you tell them to stop. So, I see why that case right there didn't go anywhere, because that's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 4 minutes. That's what she said, 4 minutes. Somebody said, really like Melissa, she needs to cut her ties to him. She's too good for him. Well, we know the two young boys, something must have happened. Because if the dad did not take them to the hospital, then I would be like, oh, okay, they could be lying. But the father took the twin boys to the hospital. Okay, the hospital examined them. And once they examined the boys, that's when they called the police. Unless they just called the police anyway, based on what the little boys said, that he didn't touch them physically. Okay, it could be that too, because anytime you touch kids, any type of weird way, I mean, it's still called sexual abuse of some sort. So let's see. Somebody said he is probably in the Epstein files too. I don't know. And then Kevin said, his name is Kevin Brown from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He said kids also lie and blow things up, probably trying to get some money or even being enticed. Okay. Okay, Mr. Brown, that's what you say. Okay. But what do y'all think? What do you guys think? Do you believe all of these allegations, or you guys just don't know if these are true or not? It's kind of weird, to have so many allegations, and not be guilty of something. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of things here. But the one that sticks out is the one that's involving the two twin boys, okay? Because again, they took their children to the hospital and got checked. But the thing is, though, the only thing about that, they did not clarify if they called the police because of the findings in the examination, or did they just call the police because of what the boys told them? Because I think these are the same little boys who basically said, if I'm not mistaken, Timothy Busfield did not do anything to us or to me. Remember in that audio? And then all of a sudden it changed, later on it changed up. So if these are the same boys, I think it is, why did they change the story up? What encouraged them to change the story? So let's see what else we got here. Okay, let's see if we can look at a little video real quick. Okay, let's go in here and mute this. Take this out. Let's see. Okay, let me put this up here. Let me just type in his past. Okay. Let's see. Oh, they call him the Epstein of Hollywood. Let's see this right here. Damn, what?
Harrowing words from one of actor Timothy Busfield's alleged victims. She claims when she was 16, he grabbed her and touched her inappropriately inside a theater. Les Trent has more, and we want to warn you, the details are graphic.
Actor Timothy Busfield has just been dropped by his talent agency as his child sex abuse case moves forward with startling new allegations that there is another victim. Now the alleged victim is coming forward, releasing this statement. When I was 16 years old, I interned at B Street Theater. About 4 months into the internship, Tim asked.
Okay, we're just gonna read that right there. Clean his office. Okay, he came up behind me and grabbed my. Y'all see that, right? She was 16. Okay.
And ran. In a phone call with Inside Edition, the girl's father calls Busfield a serial pedophile predator and alleges he is, quote, the Jeffrey Epstein of Hollywood. The incident allegedly happened in 2001 in Sacramento, but the dad just reported it to police after learning of Busfield's arrest for allegedly engaging in unlawful sexual conduct with twin brothers on the set of the TV show The Cleaning Lady. The prosecution cited in court papers the newest allegations involving the girl, calling Busfield in ongoing danger to any child placed within his proximity. In a statement, the B Street Theater tells us it was aware of the alleged incident from 25 years ago and retained legal counsel at the time to conduct an internal investigation, and Mr. Busfield has not had any role in the organization since 2001. Busfield is denying the allegations.
I'm going to confront these lies. They're horrible. They're all lies. And I did not do anything to those little boys.
His wife, Melissa Gilbert, from Little House on the Prairie fame, is expressing support for her husband, but remaining out of the public.
That's crazy. You know, honestly, with that girl, since I heard the rest of it, I don't know, you guys. It doesn't sound, you know, when they added the part where he said, we need to be quiet or whatever, because certain people are in the other room. That sounds believable. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, that sounds believable right there. Let's see what else they got here. I was trying to see if they got his past stuff up here. All this other. So this is the other girl she talking about. Didn't we see this already? I think we saw this one. Oh, did we? Well, she was talking about somebody else. I think she probably was talking about somebody else. Let's see what else we got. I was trying to see if they had the other one up here. Okay, I don't see anything about his past thing that I just read. But we get what I'm trying to, you know, everything that I'm saying about this dude. Now, we don't know if these things are 100% true. These are just allegations, the ones that I just gave you today. The only thing that we know that's he's up on charges for it are the twin boys, okay? They are crazy for this right here. Man, that's tripped out how they be doing this AI stuff. Damn. So a lot of people think he's guilty of this. I'm just going to be perfectly honest. Okay, let's stop this right quick. So what do y'all think? What do y'all think of it? Jermaine, if you're still awake, what do you think? With the twin boys, like I said, it's very, it's iffy, you know. You said you're not sure he's guilty. I don't know, that girl case, even though it's not an actual case or anything, when they added the part, like I said, where she claims that he said, be quiet, don't make a noise or something, because his relatives or somebody is in the other room, that's believable right there. See that part right there? He started touching on her, but she was 18, you know, at least she was grown, but You know, he still was doing, if he did this, he was still doing something that she didn't ask him to do. Yeah, he told her to be quiet because the people will be able to hear, unless, because she was 18, unless, it was, unless she's lying. Okay, I don't know. I don't know for sure with this dude. But with the twin boys, though, if they actually examined those little boys, then that would be proof right there. But then again, they might not have examined them. They may have been going by their word. They could have examined the boys, right? But just because the examination comes out good, it doesn't mean that they weren't touched. And so they could have told the doctors or the doctor that he touched them. Okay. And so when you go to the doctor and you tell the doctors these things, they're going to still call the police. I hope it's not true. I hope all this stuff is made up and just lies to get money. Because that's a damn shame if you out here, doing all this stuff to these young kids. You know what I'm saying? That would be crazy. But anyway, that's all the past stuff that I wanted to give you regarding him. And if I get any more updates, I will definitely let you guys know. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments section about Timothy Busfield. Do y'all think he's innocent? Do you think he's guilty? Do you believe these other allegations, all these other people, especially the one at the movie theater with the 28-year-old woman who claims that he touched that area for about 4 minutes? Do y'all believe all these allegations, or do you think these people, especially the 28-year-old, do you think that was consensual? So let me know in the comments section below. All right? All right. So we're going to leave from his story, his stuff, and we're going to just do a little breaking news, and that's going to be it for tonight. Yeah, this whole case is crazy because it's hard. Like some people, you look at, you guys, you can tell they did something, but when you look at this dude, you don't know for sure. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know. And then you listen to him talk, and it's like, nah, he didn't do any of these things. But at the same time, you listen to these, you read these reports what they're saying in these reports, and you're like, damn, did he really do these things? You know what I'm saying? Did he really do it? But we will see, I guess. We will see. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a couple breaking news, okay? The hell this girl talking about right here. Let me see what this person's talking about. Child, please. I ain't got time for this. Okay. All right, let's see. Now, this is a psychopath right here. A teacher dug up little girls and turned them into dolls at his home. Y'all, some of these people are absolutely going crazy, okay? The hell is going on in this man's mind? Let me see. So this man dug up at least 150 graves to dress up the bodies of young girls for birthday parties. And get this, read them bedtime stories. Now listen to this. That's why I say you can't be looking at people's looks. Because this dude had totally masked then appeared to be, first of all, he spoke 13 different languages, okay? He traveled all over the place. He taught at college level. He earned respect as a local historian, okay? Smart dude. Damn. So with all this stuff that he was doing, okay, all his academic accomplishments and everything, this man is a complete psychopath. Back in 2011, police made a bone-chilling discovery that rocked the entire country when they uncovered the mummified remains of 29 girls and young women hidden throughout his apartment. Psycho. He took all of those bodies from nearby cemeteries. He treated them with a makeshift chemical mixture, and he put clothes on them and made them look like life-size dolls. These girls range from the ages of 3 to 12. Then when he got through doing all that, he transported them to his home, and he made a mummy exhibit. He dressed the bodies and skeletons in stockings and dresses. He even made one to look like a stuffed bear. He also had film there, footage, I mean. He also had a corridor packed with wedding dresses and bright, playful outfits. In one room, the camera stops on the girls' faces covered in pale beige fabric. Is this one of them right here? I can't show it on my channel, though. Oh, this is one right here. He made it look like a teddy bear. This man is crazy. This is an actual person. I can't show y'all the picture, though, because they'll be doing the most. And then he got, the girl is all mummified up and shit. He got actual clothes on this damn gone girl. This is so damn weird. Look like a teddy bear. Then he got another one over here dressed up, sitting up on the dead going thing. This man is absolutely nuts. Buy books and stuff. Man, I cannot believe this. And then he recorded his voice saying this, you guys. These dolls are made of mummified human remains. Okay. This man was born in 1966. He devoted decades to studying unalive rituals. Man, it's weird. He said something happened to him when he was 13 years old. He claimed that several men dressed in black suits intercepted him while walking home from school, and then they were en route to the funeral of 11-year-old Natasha Petrovi. He claimed they forced him to look into a casket and made him kiss the unalive girl. And he claimed that made him, get this obsession that he has with unalive bodies, okay? He said he kissed her once, then he kissed her again and again. And then he claimed that the little girl's distraught mother placed a wedding ring on his finger and put one on her daughter's finger too. The daughter was the one who was in the casket, okay? So in other words, he said that they made him marry the corpse, okay? Anyway, he said all of that played a role into what he grew up doing, okay? Which is crazy. I think he had it already in him. I think it was already in him. Anyway, after they arrested him, he was found incompetent to face trial because of his psychological condition and he was placed in a psychiatric facility. And guess what he was diagnosed with? Paranoid schizophrenia. And he's still in that psychiatric ward right now. And they say he has declined to express remorse to the families of those graves he violated. They said after 3 years of monitoring him in the psychiatric clinic, it's absolutely clear that he is not mentally fit for trial. He will therefore be kept for psychiatric treatment at the clinic. Now, as of last October, reports indicated that doctors are now suggesting he can return home. So they are submitting documents to the court to discharge the patient and place him under the care of relatives under the category of I forgot how you say this word. Okay, he's still crazy though, but just not crazy enough to be in that psychiatric hospital. He can actually, his family would be looking over him because he still can't, function like he should. That's crazy, man. Somebody said he need the F penalty. I don't think so because these people were already unalive. Something is wrong with this dude and they already know it. So, I mean, those people were already unalive. He just dug up the bodies and mummified them and dressed them up and kept them in his house. So just being, in the psychiatric ward is good enough. Goodness. That is a weird ass story, you guys. A very weird man. Damn, how can you sit up here and have that type of fascination? That's kind of strange, man. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and finish doing this other one. Hold on, let me get the other one, you guys. A lot of people have been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and paranoid schizophrenia, and they be doing all this weird shit. Okay? Goodness. That is crazy, man. Okay, let's see what else I got here. See what else we got here. Let's see. So scientists warn now, you guys, that a certain sleep habit could be an early sign of dementia. Let's see what that is real quick. So they said people who act out their dreams, screaming, laughing, and even getting violent during sleep may develop dementia in later life. And that's according to a new study. Can y'all believe that? Damn. So if you're getting up in your sleep, or not getting up, if you're fighting in your sleep or laughing or screaming, acting out your dreams, you may develop dementia later in life. Okay, that's interesting. Now let me tell y'all 4 things you shouldn't do in the shower real quick, and then we're going to end this live. Number 1, you should not take long, super hot showers. All right, because the hot water can lead to dry skin, itching, redness, and flare-ups. Like if you have eczema or something like that. They said 10 minutes underneath the shower is good enough. Number 2, wash your hair every single day. They said washing your hair every day makes your hair more brittle, especially if you are using a clarifying or sulfate heavy products. They said wash your hair every 2 to 3 days. or longer if your hair allows it. And they said focus the shampoo on the scalp, not the ends. Number 3, use loofahs or sponges that are clean. Of course, they can hold bacteria and, bacteria. It'd be nasty, it's just not good to put on your skin. So they said just basically replace those. Then also wash them, when you get to taking a shower, in the shower. And then once they start getting worn out, just replace them. They also said let them dry fully, after you get through using it. And number 4 is shave without proper prep. And we know why, because you can get cut, you can get razor burns, ingrown hairs, especially on sensitive skin. Okay, so just make sure you put your shaving stuff on. So that was something good to know, right? Yeah. All right. So anyway, that's going to be it with this live, Hold on, let me see what they said right here. An update on Kiefer Sutherland real quick. His inner circle of friends believes his alleged attack on an Uber driver was a call for help. Okay, that's what they believe. And they fear that the clock may be ticking for Kiefer, okay, if he does not get help. So maybe it is a call for help, you know what I'm saying? Him doing all of that. So, hopefully, his friends or family will see it as that and get him some help, especially if he have a problem with, I don't know if he has a problem with drinking. That's why I say if he has a problem with drinking, and, anger or whatever the case is, maybe they can get him, the help that he needs. Now, he's due back in court on February 2nd, okay, you guys, to face a charge of making criminal threats. He's on a $50,000 bail. They say he's been struggling even more so since his dad passed on in June 2024. He looked just like his dad, too. They say it's been tough on him losing his dad when they worked so hard on their relationship over the years. But he's clearly gone over the top here. He's let his anger get the better of him again, and he needs to start to look at the reasons why and get some real help. So throughout the years, he has had, a couple of things going on, but, like I said, at least with this latest episode, maybe people, his family members or friends will see this could be a call for help and give him the help that he needs. Okay. So anyway, hopefully everything works out for him. And of course, I'll be keeping y'all updated on his court situation. All right. So anyway, some chocolate was recalled, you guys. Let me just tell y'all what that is real quick. And then we are getting ready to get out of here. Let's see which one it is. Spring and Mulberry. That's the name of the company, I guess. And they said this chocolate has salmonella contamination. So let's see what the name of it is. It's Earl Grey. Wait, hold on. So I guess it's spring and mulberry, and they have different flavors, and these are the ones that are included in the recall. It's Earl Grey, lavender rose, mango chili, mint leaf, mixed berry, mulberry, fennel, pecan date, and pure dark minis. So if you got that, they said just take it back to the store, or you can just throw it away. And you can also go online on Google and just type in spring and mulberry chocolate recall. and it'll show everything there for you guys can see just in case. All right. So that's it for this live tonight, you guys. I'll be back tomorrow night. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure y'all thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications, share, and leave a comment. And if you want to show additional support for the channel, feel free to do a super sticker, super chat, cash app donation to $Shades2, or copy yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. All right. So y'all, thank you again for watching. Thanks to Jermaine, everybody in the bushes, and everybody who watched this in the replay. Y'all tell me what y'all think about Timothy Busfield, and y'all think all of these allegations are true, especially with the twin boys and all these other allegations that I just told you guys about. All right, let me know what y'all think regarding that. You guys have a blessed night, and I'll see you guys in our next video. So let's put this back up here and take that down. Shades2 was tired, you guys. That's why I had to get out of here tonight. All right, guys. Thank you so much again. Y'all have a blessed night and a blessed Tuesday until we see each other again. Good night.
Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades2, baby. She back again. Mic hot, crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section, she called names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view.
Late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shades2, press replay. You thought I lacked game, back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shades2, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line and somebody hurt. Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right, yeah, late night with Shay.
Late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shades2, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shades2, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else she feel like.